Mazda has installed an all-new 8.8-inch infotainment system across the range of its new cars. Today I'm going to have a really close look at it to see whether it is indeed better than MZD-Connect. So this is where Mazda has taken a massive step forward. So MZD-Connect, it wasn't the best system and it was getting really dated. So this is now becoming commonplace in a lot of Mazda's cars, which is excellent news. There are some similarities with MZD-Connect. So it shares this rotary dial with shortcut buttons, but the biggest difference up here is that it's no longer a touchscreen. So you have to use the dial for everything, which is kind of okay because you're getting a voice recognition system that allows you to do most functions outside of it. In terms of smartphone connectivity, you can hook up Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. I'm going to take you through each of the menus here. So let's start off with information and the fuel efficiency monitor. So iStop is Mazda's version of a stop-start system. And the clever thing here is that it tells you for how many seconds iStop has been running in your last drive. That's useful because then it also tells you how much extra range you've achieved by iStop running. So that is a fantastic feature, and it does go to show exactly how much accumulation you get in fuel savings when that stop-start system is working. And then there's a back button there to take you to the previous screen. The vehicle status monitor has all of your notifications about servicing, any warning messages as well. That's all going to be contained in there. There's also a shortcut to the notifications by pushing that dial to the left. It brings up any notifications you have, so the door's open at the moment because we're filming. Let's jump over to entertainment. FM, AM, DAB, so you're getting the full suite of connectivity there. And then in addition to that, you can stream Bluetooth, and you also have 2 USB ports that it can stream through as well. If you then hook up your iPhone or your Android device, you can stream Spotify. So you really do have full access to a fantastic selection of audio sources here. The other thing that I like as well, there is a favorite button just underneath the volume control. Hit that and it will take you to the screen with all of your favorites stored in an easy to find place, or you can just go through the list. That is straightforward. Let's jump into communication. This is your phone menu effectively. All the standard functions here, you've got call history, contacts, you can manually dial numbers. It even lets you check text messages. So if you do the permissions through your phone, your text messages will appear on here as well. Very handy, so you don't need to take your eyes off the road and onto your phone, which in some states in Australia now is like $1,000 fine. So do not touch your phone while you're driving. Navigation is massively improved. Again, the old MZD-Connect system was so slow and so painful to use. This is a massive leap forward. So in addition to being able to use your voice controls, you can enter things in manually. And again, it is all simply using this rotary dial here. Adding a destination allows you to search home, work, or simply entering points of interest or addresses manually. Jumping over to the settings menu, this is where you can configure everything inside this car. And the Japanese are kind of interesting because unlike most other manufacturers that allow you to configure things here and there, the Japanese go to town with everything that you can change. So if we go to in-vehicle displays, this is your heads-up display and what appears in there. The center display, you can change virtually everything about the positioning of things and what appears there. And then finally, the instrument cluster display ahead of the driver. So this is an 8.8-inch screen. This is a 7-inch screen. You can change the appearance there and everything that's presented to the driver while you're driving. Then we jump down to sound settings. So the sound system in this car is amazing. I'll run you through that a little bit later on and some of the unique things they've done in this car, plus the song that the engineer chooses to tune these systems. It'll be interesting. See if you can guess it below before we get to it. Safety settings. This is again where you change all of the safety settings unique to this car. Collision avoidance. It even has a pretty clever system that prevents you running into things when you're reversing. So instead of just a 360 camera, front and rear parking sensors, it has rear AEB. So if you're about to hit something and you don't notice, it will stop the car for you, along with a pedal misuse alert. A little bit frustrating for me though, I left foot brake, so it's always telling me I'm pressing both pedals at the same time. Often happens when you're at low speed. So you can switch that off, which is very helpful. And then the rest of your settings, such as connectivity and also system settings. This is everything from voice recognition right through to using the Grace Note database to get thumbnails for your audio on the screen. So let us know what you think of it in the comments below. Have you used it? Do you reckon it's better than the old MZD-Connect system? Keen to get your thoughts.